Have you been to a clinic where you are told you have typhoid just after Widal test? And even after getting your treatment, you go again and you still test positive. Hmm. If that has ever bothered you, you are not alone. Just recently, a friend was really on my neck or why everyone who goes to the lab comes out testing positive for typhoid. I wish there was a simple answer I could give, but let's be realistic here. Considering how common this infection is around us now, chances are very high that each time you go for wider test, you're going to get a significant titer or you're going to test positive, whether you have typhoid then or not. For over a century now, wider test has been one of the widely used rapid tests in diagnosing typhoid fever. It has been very great until recently, especially here in Africa. But here is where the problem started. Researchers have found that this test is very limited in use. By this, I mean it's not that sensitive or specific as to be used in diagnosing typhoid fever alone. Think about it this way. Not every positive case or not every significant figure means you have typhoid. Just like not every non-significant or negative case means you don't have it. In fact, many people have reported negative when tested at the initial stage of their infection. It's just a rough screening test which can sometimes overdiagnose or underdiagnose the situation. Funny enough, in many places, this test is still their choice for concluding a diagnosis for typhoid infection. And that's why in today's video, we're going to be looking at what Widal test really is, why people are so engrossed with it, and then what to expect with each result from Widal test. Ensure you watch to the end and then do where to subscribe to. Widal test is just a blood screening test which helps us to know whether someone has typhoid infection or not. It was developed in 1896 by the French physician known as G.F. Widal. So this test is an agglutination reaction test. By that I mean the kind of lock and key type of test. So if the key fits in the lock, they stick together and react. So it works by detecting some defense stuff called antibodies, which your body makes against some infectious agent or some foreign bodies in your system. So if the reaction is strong, we can report it as positive or a significant titer. But if it is not that strong, we may term it non-significant or negative. Actually, a double-fold or four-fold rise in this positivity or in this significant titer level is supposed to guide us to establish that someone has typhoid infection. But then, not everyone knows this. And even at that, it continues to be a choice test in many places, in many labs, for them to establish that someone has typhoid infection. Why is it like that? First of all, it's cheap. If you check around, you see that you can get this test done in many labs, around 2 to 5K. In some other places, you can get it done as low as 1K. So both on the part of the patient and on the part of the laboratory, it's quite affordable. And come to think of it, many of the users of this test are already going through a lot. So this offers them the hope and the relief that they can get attention within a short period of time without breaking the banks. So on the part of the lab, they are saying they are not bothered because they just need simple thing that is not that expensive to get it started in the first place. Secondly, it's quick. It's a quick test, and that's why it's called a rapid test. In many places, you can get your results within some minutes. Worst, just an hour, you have it. So makes it very attractive for people who are not patient enough to wait for hours, days, weeks, or thereabout for some other more accurate test. Again, this test is easier to carry out. Compared to other tests, it's very easy. You just need small blood sample from the patient and you just need simple reagent and everything kicks off. Finally, this test is readily available. Just like MTN, it's everywhere you go. Most labs do it. Even if you want to go for more accurate test methods and they are not available within your neighborhood or in the laboratory around your neighborhood, you'll be forced to settle with what you have at the moment and make do with that, especially if your condition needs urgent medical attention. Come to think of it, how many labs have standard equipment to carry out some accurate laboratory tests for typhoid fever. So many patients and healthcare givers are left with no option than to go with this and start their treatment as soon as possible. So we are not saying that you shouldn't do wider tests if you have to, but we're saying that you should have some information at the back of your mind while doing that. One of them is that wider tests can give you false positive results. The test can tell you that you have typhoid, whereas you don't have it. Do you know that if you have had typhoid in the past, your body has a way of keeping all those antibodies, and each time you get tested again, especially through wider tests, it's going to detect significant titer, telling you that you have typhoid, whereas you don't have it. Also, there's issue of cross-reactivity with other infectious agents, especially malaria. If you have severe malaria and get tested through wider tests for other things, you may test positive. That doesn't mean you have typhoid. It just means there's a limited specificity of this test method. Secondly, there can be cases of false negative results. At the initial stage of the infection, your body might not be able to make enough antibodies to be detected by this test because it takes time to build up. Secondly, for immunocompromised people whose immune system are not responding as it should, you see that they may not be able to make enough antibodies as to be detected at the time of testing. And at the end of the day, you're going to report negative, whereas you have something going on in your body. So in essence, we are saying that this test may work better for people who have strong immune system and also at a later phase of the infection. Again, there are chances of misinterpretation of the results. In many labs, the results are reported in titer levels, say 1:20, 1:40, 1:80, 1:160, and like that. So sometimes they may report a significant titer at 1:80, and some other times it can be at 1:160. And so each time you get that, it doesn't automatically mean you have typhoid. It has to be explained and interpreted based on what is called baseline titer. Now, baseline titer is a value used to differentiate between healthy individuals who have adequate titer levels and infected individuals with a significant titer level too. Now, you should note that different geographical regions have different baseline titers, and this thing should be taken note of each time the interpretation of results is being done. Finally, there can be cases of misuse of antibiotics. You see, once all this information are not accurate and you go ahead to start antibiotic treatment, it may lead you to a wrong formation. And at the end of the day, what will happen is everything will lead to antibiotic resistance. And that's not what you might want to happen. If you're wondering what better options are for diagnosing typhoid fever, there's this video with all the details and explanations on more accurate test methods. Please ensure you watch that. We are not saying that wider test is invalid. No. But at the same time, we are trying to let you know the limitations therein so that you don't rely on it alone to make your diagnosis for typhoid fever. We are also saying that it's quite important that you discuss with your healthcare giver all the details of your past infections of typhoid fever, vaccination history, and other medical conditions that you may be having at that time, because this information will save you a whole lot of